Hello, I'm Commander Stephanie Bonner, CRNA by trade. Today I'll be speaking to you about telemedicine. So, the origins of telemedicine can be traced back to the 20th century when a doctor in New York transmitted an x ray over the telephone to a doctor in Scotland. Since the COVID-19 pandemic, however, telemedicine has become a staple in healthcare delivery. So, what is it? Telemedicine is the use of information and communications technologies to support healthcare. It refers to the provisions of remote clinical services via real-time, two-way communication between the patient and a healthcare provider using electronic audio and visual means. It's useful when distance separates the provider and the patient, and it usually involves a network of technologies. Now, telemedicine is not just a secured Zoom call between provider and patient. It can get as sophisticated as the use of digital cameras, digital stethoscopes, and exam equipment to feed diagnostic information back to the telemedicine provider in real time. Its applications range from primary care visits, mental health support, and medication management to remote ICU expert consultation and specialty care consultation. Telemedicine in the ICU setting, or tele-ICU, is where the end user's site is connected to a remote critical care command center, or hub, that is staffed by experienced intensivists and critical care nurses. These hubs oftentimes provide consult to multiple remote ICUs. Tele-ICU typically follows one of three setup models. First, there's the command model, wherein a dedicated off-site center monitors patients in remote ICUs 24/7 and has experts available for consult around the clock. This is the most common model and often utilizes audio and visual support. There's the consultative model, wherein remote specialists are available for on-demand consults with the on-care site team. And finally, there's a hybrid model, which is a model that employs a combination of on-site and remote intensivists working together to provide comprehensive care. In the military, telemedicine is used to extend access to care and medical expertise to remote locations. An example of this is the combat medic support, wherein combat medics can reach back to remote providers for assistance during the treatment of troops downrange. In this setting, telemedicine not only has a potential to, but it has been demonstrated to save lives in a medically austere environment. An example of this is in South Korea, where medical providers from the Army's 35th Air Defense Artillery Brigade provide telemedicine support to a combat medical support unit. What makes this unit unique is that ground transportation is highly restricted in that area, and medevac flight times are right at the edge of the golden hour radius for its air support units. So telemedicine becomes crucial for managing complex battlefield injuries and happens quite often. As mentioned before, the military also uses specialty care systems, which can range from mental health to telecardiology and all specialties in between. The VA also utilizes telemedicine as a crucial bridge to close the access to care gap. We also utilize telemedicine in the ICU setting in the form of the Joint Critical Care Network. The JTTCN virtually integrates highly skilled intensivists from larger DHA medical centers, or hubs as they call them, for consultation. They liaison to provide care to satellite intensive care units. And right now are reaching up to 20 military treatment facilities worldwide, so they've got a pretty wide reach. Naval Medical Center San Diego serves as one of these hubs, and they utilize that command center layout. And they get pretty deep into the Pacific and have a pretty large footprint. The National Institutes of Health have found that tele-ICUs like the JTTCN improve patient outcomes and potentially reduce mortality rates by providing these consult services to remote areas. Excuse me. So just like all things in the military, saving lives is all well and good, but is it fiscally responsible? Um, so I looked at a retrospective case series wherein a military otolaryngologist um, provided consults to a vessel while they were underway and in port in the Pacific Rim. This retrospective look projected that the cost for treating the patients that he consulted on in host nations was about $124,000, whereas the estimated cost of retaining these patients in the military health system was like $27,000. So they extrapolated that data over a 12-month period, and the cost savings was somewhere around $400,000. So that proves that telemedicine saves lives, saves money, and broadens our reach from a healthcare perspective. Here are my references. Thank you for your time.